guys, it's me Jocelyn. So today I'm going to be showing you some new types of blur transitions. Now you can obviously use these in a real edit, but I really prefer using them with video clips. I was just too lazy to get video clips today, so I just use photos. So yeah, let's just get started. First things first, we're going to use inner blur, which is kind of like a lens blur transition, if you're familiar with that from After Effects or Video Star. So first things first, I know I keep saying that, go ahead and go on to Effects, Add Effect, and then go to your blur. Now add inner blur on and make sure to turn it down to 0 and then add a keyframe at the beginning and at the end and then turn it up as much as you want. I usually like to turn it up to about 250. Then you're going to just adjust your keyframes. Remember to go in between the keyframes and then just do your in graph. You can make it as fast. I recommend a fast one if you're doing it like this. And now go on to your second photo. Go into Effects and then go to Blur and then add inner blur once again and make it the same number you did last time. So since I did 250, I'm going to make it 250 this time. One keyframe at the beginning, which is 250, and then one at the end, which you're going to turn back down to 0. Then you're going to do your out graph. It could be as fast or slow as you want. So as you can see, it's kind of like just a blur transition. It kind of just does that. If you want, you can obviously adjust your graph to make it go like a faster paced transition, slower, whatever you want. You could also change the direction in which it goes to for the next transitions. So yeah, the first one is kind of like a lens blur transition. And if you wanted a more intense blur, what you could do is go on to iterations right here and you could turn it up more so the blur is a little bit more intense if it's not the way you like it at first. So I turned my iterations up to 4. I'm going to turn them up to 4 on this one as well. And as you can see, it just gives you more of a, like that lens blur kind of look. So yeah. Okay, so this next blur transition kind of is giving me BCC blur vibes from After Effects. So what you want to do is go ahead and go into Effects and then add on box blur, that's just right here. And then turn the strength down to 0 on your first keyframe. And on your second one, turn it up as much or as little as you want. I'm going to turn mine up to about 150. Whoops. And then I'm going to adjust my keyframe. And then I'm going to do my graph. I'm going to do a little bit more of a fast-paced graph. I also might increase my blur just a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of how it looks right now. I'm going to increase mine to about 305. So it ends up looking like this. So now on my second photo, I'm going to go ahead and add on box blur once again. And I'm going to set the first keyframe to 350. Or 305, my bad, 305. Then I'm going to add my second keyframe at the end. Make sure your first one is 350 or 305 and your second one is going to be 0 and your second one has to be at the end. You can do your fast graph, your slow graph, remember whatever one you prefer. And yeah, this is kind of reminds me of a BCC blur type thing. It's even from Video Star, like you can make it on Video Star as well. It just gives me those vibes because if you can kind of see, like it kind of like smears the eyes right here and it kind of just like smears the whole photo a little bit, but very subtly, so it's not like a smear, it's obviously a blur, but that's just like really the only way I can like describe it to you guys. So this is what it ends up looking like. And yeah. Okay, this next blur is a blur that Alight Motion added, I don't think too long ago, maybe a couple months ago, maybe recently, I don't honestly remember, but I do know that it is new. So what you want to do is go ahead and go into Effects and then go to Blur. Now add on linear streaks. And as you can see, they're automatically going side to side, but if you wanted to change it, you go to Angle, and then you can have them transition any way you want, like 90 degrees I think would be really cool as well, because it's going like up and down. But I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with 0 degrees because that's like the most popular way that people do their blurs. This one kind of gives me a motion blur vibe. So I'm gonna turn the strength down to 0, add my first keyframe, and then add my second keyframe, and I'm going to turn the strength up to about 17 because 17 is like what I like it's not too intense. And what I'm gonna do is just gonna add my in graph. I'm gonna make this one a little bit slow because this transition doesn't really seem like it should be going so fast. So this is what it looks like at first. Whoops, never mind. I'm gonna make it fast because I didn't know it kind of went slow. Just like this. And now, sorry, my dog is right here. He wants me to pet him. Now I'm gonna add it onto my second photo. I'm gonna make 17 my first keyframe, and at the end I'm gonna add a second keyframe, and then I'm gonna turn it down to 0, and then I'm gonna do my out graph. As you can see, this is what the final result is. And yeah. I like it because it kind of smears the photo in a way, and it gives it a glow too. Like if you have like bright colors like white in your photo or silver like Ariana has right now, it's definitely going to make it look super cool. And yeah, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and comment down below any tutorial requests that you guys may have. We hit 32,000 the other day and we are growing so fast, so thank you guys so much. I literally actually have no words because we're growing so fast. Like, it's insane. I'm definitely going to start doing a lot more live streams because I love engaging with you guys a lot more. And head over to my Instagram if you want to chat or whatever, or if you have any questions. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.